Hey everyone, so today I'm going to showcase you my updated hero deck. This is a perfect time to show you my updated profile, because obviously it topped the NAWCQ. So we're going to start off with the 3 copies of the Elemental Hero Stratos. I see a lot of people play 2 copies of it, but I prefer 3. It's just because it adds extra consistency to the deck. Next, we are playing the 2 copies of Shadow Mist. In the grind game, the second one does come up, as in where you can search your mask change or you can search another hero monster. But normally for game 2 and game 3, I'll probably side it out, but I think 2 is the correct ratio for these 2. Liquid Soldier. So again, he's pretty much a staple in the deck. You only play 1 of him. I have seen people play 2 of him. Kind of get why, because obviously you get his draw 2 effect and he can revive a hero from the grave. Our newest addition, well, it's not exactly a new hero card. It's back in the main, and that is 1 copy of Neos. With the release of the new Infernal Rage, this card is pretty much now a staple in the deck. So after the profile, I will show you a simple combo on how you can have DPE and Shining Neos Wingman. 3 copies of Vision Hero Faris, pretty much a staple in the deck. He's an extender. Again, I see people play 2, but I think 3 is the correct ratio. 2 copies of Vion. With Joel being a card in the format, I can see why people will play 3 of this. Not 1, but 2 copies of Vision Hero Increase. If you draw 1, the Faris combo becomes dead. And plus with decks like Xtra and Runic, they can still banish your Increase, Runic especially. Obviously play our 1 copy of Destiny Hero Plasma, basically as a walking skill drain. 2 copies of Destiny Hero Malicious. Please, Konami, give us back the 3rd one. I would really love to play the 3rd copy of this. And this is your honorary Malicious, because obviously he can recycle your Malicious and then you can use his effect again. And the last Destiny Hero we have is the Destiny Hero Dark Angel. Can be a game ender for decks like Runic, even Branded. So that's it for the main deck hero monsters. We play 3 copies of A Hero Lives, main starter card. If you don't see the Stratos, you're technically playing 6 copies of Stratos in this deck. 3 copies of Emergency Code. To some of you, this may feel like it's overkill for the deck, but again, I like my consistency. I have tried it without these cards. If you don't play this, your deck becomes a lot more bricky. To go with the eco, we have our 1 Rota, 3 copies of Fusion Destiny.
How's DB in this format?
So let's say you have it on board, going first against Xtra. So when they activate the field spell, he can pop the field spell, and then that basically stops them from the searching. So again, I've seen people cut this down to 2 to 1. Let's say you summon Stratos, use his effect, someone imperms you. You can chain this to Stratos, and that basically dodges the imperm. Against rogue decks, Darklaw is still a problematic card for them. So we have 1 Polymerization and 1 Miracle Fusion. We play 1 Favorite Contact. With the release of the new Hero Fusion monster, he can search this card. This can turn into any card in your extra deck. So this can turn into DPE, Wake Up Your Hero. This could turn into Shining Neos Wingman. So we play 3 copies of Forbidden Droplet. The reason I play this is because this synergizes well with your hero cards. So you dump Shadow Mist or you dump Malicious into the grave. If you either go in second, you can activate Hero Lives, and then you can chain this, send Hero Lives, and then negate one of their monsters. 3 copies of Book of Moon. This is insane against Xtra. They summon Unicorn, you book them, the Unicorn's face down, and they can't even Theosis it because their card's face down, so it pretty much shuts their turn. For going second, you can hit their Arise Heart, and that shuts off their banishing. So that's it for the deck. It's 41 cards. So now we'll go to the extra deck. 1 copy of Sunrise. So he's pretty much a staple in the deck because he can search your Miracle Fusion. We're still playing the 1 copy of Elemental Hero Absolute Zero. Let's say you go in second, you summon him, and then you link him away, and he can nuke the whole board. And then we also play the 1 copy of Wake Up Your Hero. I believe he gains 300 attack for each materials used to summon him, and he can attack all monsters the opponent controls. His other effect is he can also facilitate Darklaw summon. Let's say you go in first, you tribute him with DPE, and he can summon Shadow Mist, and Shadow Mist can search Mask Change, and then you set Mask Change on the opponent's turn, summon Darklaw. We have 1 copy of Infernal Rage. So what happens is, with this card, you can search Favorite Contact. Obviously, Favorite Contact can now bring this out. After the search, you can also tribute itself, and you can summon the Sunrise. Obviously, then you have 2 ways to disrupt your opponent. Depending on how many attributes there are, this can pop cards up to that many attributes you control. At minimum, you'll be destroying 2 cards your opponent controls. And also, he gains 300 attack for each monsters in your graveyard. So for the Destiny Heroes, we're only playing 1 DPE. We're also playing the 1 Dangerous. I have taken out Dystopia because we've got the increased tournament time. I personally think you don't need that card anymore. We're going for the Master Hero engine. So we got 1 copy of Lost, and we're still playing on the 2 Dark Law. I've seen a lot of people cut this down to 1 because I'm playing 3 Mass Change. There are times where you can summon 2 of these. Their banish effect from the hand is not once per turn. They search something, you banish, and then you can summon a second one, and then you can banish a second card from the opponent's hand.
This is the original Xtra Rice Heart.
Yes, it is. Kashira's older brother. 2 copies of Cross Crusader. I don't know why you play 1, because the second one does come up sometimes, so if it gets negated, you always have the second one for a follow-up. The reason why I played only 1 polymerization is because I play 2 copies. If you use up your polymerization, your Miracle Fusion, or even Mass Chain, you will not have a follow-up afterwards, and that pretty much leads to you losing the games. So what this does is this can recycle your polymerizations or your Miracle Fusions. Last link monster we play is 1 copy of Infernal Divisor. Allows you to go into your new fusion hero very quickly.
What do you think about a hero in the Duelist Nexus format? Do you think it's going to do as well as it's done right now?
With decks like Kashira or even like D-Shifter, this deck pretty much dies. I'm still exploring different options. So cards like Forbidden Droplet, I will probably take it out for something else. I am exploring the new hero trap card. I think it's called Protector of the Element. But I think after the ban list, if Kashtira and Beast Shields get hit, I think the hero deck can perform really well. So I'm just going to show you a simple combo on how to end on DPE / Shining Neos Wingman. So what we do is we start off by summoning the Elemental Hero Stratos. We use his effect. So we add the Faris. Use the Faris effect to pitch the increase. So now we're going to activate Faris to place an increase into the spell and trap zone. So do that. Next, we'll use increase effect to tribute the Faris to summon, and then we'll use this effect to special summon a Vision Hero monster from the deck. So this is where you summon the Vision Hero Vial, and then we'll use Vision Hero Vial's effect. So we will send, let's send the Malicious. We will go link summon these to Cross Crusader effect, special summon the Destiny Hero Malicious, then we'll use this effect to tribute the Malicious. We'll search for the Destiny Hero Shadow Mist. So we've got the Shadow Mist. Next we will use these two to link summon again. We'll make the Infernal Divisor. We'll use the Infernal Divisor. We will reveal the Shining Neos Wingman to search for Neos. Next we'll go activate polymerization. So we'll fuse these 2 away, and we will summon Infernal Rage. So next we'll go chain link 1 Infernal Rage and then chain link to Shadow Mist. So Shadow Mist will give us the Denial, and Infernal Rage will search us the Favorite Contact. We'll use this effect to tribute, and we will summon out Elemental Hero Sunrise. We'll use the Sunrise effect. That will search us the Miracle Fusion. Then we will link summon again. Sunrise and Infernal Divisor. We'll summon the Wonder Driver. We have not used our Malicious effect, so we will banish the Malicious and we will special summon the second copy. Remember, always summon it under the Wonder Driver so you can recycle your polymerization. So we'll trigger the effect of Wonder Driver. We'll set the polymerization. And here, what you could do is, so we'll activate the polymerization. We'll fuse these 2 to make the Destiny Hero Phoenix Enforcer. Next, so what you could do now is you could just set this, and you can just set this and you can pass turn, and then on the opponent's turn you can activate this. But we can take it a little bit further. What we do is we can activate the Miracle Fusion. So we will banish the 1 copy of Sunrise. We'll do this as well. So we'll banish these 2 copies and we'll summon out Wake Up Your Hero. So we'll summon this here. You could use DP to use this effect to pop this, but let's say we just pass turn. We have these 2, pass turn. On your opponent's turn, activate Favorite Contact, and what Favorite Contact does is you can shuffle from your graveyard or even your banished zone materials. So we're going to shuffle these 2 back to summon Shining Neos Wingman. Now what happens is, because he was summoned and there's 2 different attributes, he can have 2 different disruptions. So you can disrupt to 2 cards, and then you have DPE, which can destroy a third card on the field. And then you have this for another destruction, so you can use it DP to destroy this. And then this can either summon Strauss, you can summon Shadow Mist. I'm still exploring different options with this, but you can also summon cards like the level 7 Shogun Shien, I believe, which makes your opponent can only activate one spell or trap card. So that's a simple combo. It's a 2-card combo.
Well, thanks Obi for doing the deck profile today, and of course explaining all the brand new Elemental Hero cards, which are obviously really, really cool. And I think as a Hero fan, since the GX days, like finally your guys' time has come.
Yeah.
And it's top NAWCQ as well. So yeah, thanks for the profile, and we'll see you guys later.